Hi, welcome along to Arsenal Fan TV. I'm Robbie and this is my top 5 greatest Arsenal players of all time. At number 5 is David "Rocky" Rocastle. Trust me, I love this guy. I mean, I grew up in that era where Rocastle was that box-to-box midfielder. I mean, if you talk about Aaron Ramsey now, he was like the Aaron Ramsey then, and he was just such an awesome player. Box-to-box midfielder, the real drive and heart of Arsenal Football Club. And he was so loved that you notice that fans, even now, they sing his name. Sadly, he passed away at such a young age. I remember when I first heard that news, I nearly fell off my chair. I mean, it was so sad for a talent like this to pass away at such a young age. I mean, I think to myself, what would he be doing now? Would he be in management? Would he be coaching? It was such a sad loss to Arsenal Football Club. But number 5 for me, greatest Arsenal player of all time, David "Rocky" Rocastle. Special talent. Number 4 in my list of all-time favourite Arsenal players is Tony Adams. This guy epitomised leadership. I mean, I hear people nowadays talking about John Terry. Listen, that weren't a leader. This geezer here was the original leader. I remember when he scored that goal, I remember that celebration. Awesome player. I'll tell you what, we could do with him in the team right now. Tony Adams, captain fantastic, leadership, brilliant defender, my 4th greatest Arsenal player of all time. My 3rd favourite Arsenal player of all time is Ian Wright. Ian Wright. I just used to love this guy. I mean, his passion for Arsenal, the skills, the goals he used to score. I was there when he broke the record. At the time, he got the goal scoring record and his celebrations that time. I mean, Ian Wright was absolutely awesome. Definitely a legend of Arsenal. And I remember when he did that bogle that time when he scored that goal. Ian Wright, 3rd best player of Arsenal of all time, as far as I'm concerned. Legend. My 2nd favourite player of all time, Dennis Bergkamp. I mean, just look at the pose. That's from one of his goals. He scored so many delightful, brilliant goals. Again, another skillful Arsenal player. And I remember when he first came to Arsenal, and at first, I can't remember how many games it was, but he went quite a few games without scoring. And people were saying, oh, is he going to make it here? Is he going to do it here? And then he got that first goal. I remember I was at Highbury when he scored it. And from then on, he just proved to be an absolute maestro. He's a legend to this day. They still sing his name here at the Arsenal. Dennis Bergkamp, true legend of Arsenal. It was touch and go whether he'd make the number 1 spot with me, but I've got to put him in there at number 2, my 2nd favourite Arsenal player, greatest Arsenal player of all time, Dennis Bergkamp. And at number 1, it's this fella, Thierry Henry, the maestro. Just my favourite Arsenal player of all time, the skills of him, the ability. He just lit up every stadium. I remember when we used to stand in the stadium and sing, we got the best player in the world, we got the best player. And he was the best player in the world, even though he never actually got the prize. But he was the best player in the world. He was the best player in the Premier League. He's our all-time leading goal scorer. What can I say? Thierry Henry, number 1.